Hey guys, so today I was in my room and I was thinking about all the times that I, not even just I, just we in general, all the times that we as human beings, we allow people to say things to us and do things to us that make us act in a very angry and bad manner. So there was a Bible verse that I really like. I have my Bible right here. It's Proverbs chapter 15, verses 1. And it says, this is the New Living Translation, by the way. It says, a gentle answer deflects anger, but harsh words make tempers flare. And I like this Bible verse a lot because I feel like a lot of times in our lives, we allow our anger to get the best of us. You know, it's just like a person will say something to you, and then you will allow yourself to get angry, and then that just leads to more conflict. You know what I'm saying? Like, say for instance, right now you're at school and then you accidentally bumped into some other guy in the hallway. And then let's say that he looks at you and he's like, yo, bro, why you do that? And then he starts getting angry at you and starts raining insults on you. I feel like I feel like there's two different ways that people will respond. One person will look at the situation and be like, oh, okay, let me just apologize to this guy. And then the other person, person number two, will look at the situation and feel like, oh, since this guy's angry at me, he's raining insults on me, that means I must retaliate. And I feel like both of these different approaches to the situation, one of them will benefit you more than the other, and then the other one will mess you up more and also make you vulnerable to worse things happening to you. So person number two, I feel like when a person is angry at you and they're being rude to you and they're raining insults on you, I feel like when we retaliate with them, that's how a lot of things happen. I feel like when a person is getting on you and they're raining insults on you and you retaliate with them, that could lead to a fight breaking out. It could lead to, God forbid this were to happen, but a person getting shot. Because that's something that I see on the news a lot, is that, I don't know, someone did something to somebody and then they retaliated and then someone got shot. That's what leads to people, all sorts of things. But I feel like if we are just able to like control our anger and realize that not everything always deserves a reaction out of us, I feel like if we're just able to stay calm and look at the situation for what it really, really is, 99.9% of the time, I feel like we won't even have to react because what do you really gain from reacting? You know? Like me, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Like a lot of times in my life, I allow people to say things to me. I allow people to say things to me that got the best of me, you know? And I reflect a lot on it because there's so many different ways you could approach the situation, you know. And if you make a mistake, like let's say your little brother got mad at you and then he started saying rude things to you that you allowed to make you angry, and you went ahead, I don't know, you slapped him, you beat him up, you started saying things to him that made him cry. I just thought I should let you know that being angry is the most normal thing in the world. There's nothing wrong with being angry. That's the most human thing in the world. But we have to learn from our mistakes and continue to move forward. You know, mistakes are an example of what not to do, but not what to continue doing. So I just feel like I should share this Bible verse because I noticed that a lot of high schoolers my age, they retaliate a lot, and that leads to very bad things happening. And there was a Bible verse I also wanted to show. It's uh it's in the book of First Peter, It's First Peter chapter 3, verses 9 and 10. I'm going to turn there real quick. Okay, First Peter chapter 3, verses 8 to, let's just say, First Peter chapter 3, verses 8 to 9. It says, this is the NOT again, by the way. It says, finally, all of you should be of one mind, sympathize with each other, love each other as brothers and sisters. Be tender-hearted and keep a humble attitude. Don't repay evil for evil. Don't retaliate with insults when people insult you. Instead, pay them back with a blessing. That is what God has called you to do, and he will grant you his blessing. And if you look at this Bible verse, if you look at the part where he says, don't retaliate with insults when people insult you, that stood out to me the most in the Bible verse because, like I was saying earlier, if a person says something bad to you, you feel like you have to say something bad back to them. And not everything is really worth it. So I just feel like I should say that. And just don't waste your time reacting to everything. And if you're really that tempted to react, sometimes what I do is I just start praying, or I just stand still and I'm like, whoa, what would Jesus do? What are some Bible verses that reflect the situation happening? So yeah, I just thought I should bring that Bible verse up. And then yeah, see you guys.